I'm not trying to create panic here. Yes, prices are down month over month, but it's to be expected with slower sales volume that tends to accompany the summer months. What's up, everybody? Tony here from Good Story with your August 2025 market update. You may or may not know this. Real estate is very cyclical. Spring, busy. Fall, a little less busy, but still pretty good. Summer, you can probably imagine people are out at their cottages, they're traveling, they're on family vacations. They've kind of checked out. A lot of that is the same year after year. Summer market can be a little bit slower. Doesn't mean there's not opportunities for people on both sides of the fence, but the numbers are kind of telling that tale. I'm not going to bore everybody to pieces with what everything is selling for and how many days on market, because I think you're just here for the overall picture. Prices between detached homes, townhomes, and condos remain relatively flatlined from June to July. Detached is down about 2.4% month over month, sitting at a median price of about $781,000. Townhomes, it's down 10K from the previous month, 580 to 570. Condos, super flatline, 392,000 down to 390,000. Inventory is actually up. Again, not a huge shocker. People are bringing their homes to market. Inventory is up about 17% from its previous month. Again, I'm not totally shocked or surprised. I don't think there's any reason to panic in these scenarios. It's just the buyer activity does drop off in July and August. We're getting into September in a few weeks' time. That's terrifying to say. Ouch. But we'll have the data from August. It's going to show a lot of the same. When we get into September, that sales volume will creep up. It is inevitable. Right now, properties, like we've said all year, the best ones on the street that show the best, that are priced the best, are still moving. It is basically like a 51% sales to new listings ratio. So everything that's coming on, about 50% of it's getting snatched up. Inventory is rising up a little bit. Sales are coming down just a little bit. Put that into perspective. The total sales for the month of July were about 1,300. The previous month in June, about 1,600. And we're up again in May. So sales have kind of calmed down, but it's all to be expected. Bottom line, more listings. I look at that as more opportunities. For sellers, I look at that as we got to either sharpen up our pricing or sharpen up our listing. There are people out there that are still wanting to put deals together, but your property has to show the best, and it's just got to make sense. We are kind of seeing it on both sides of the fence here. Sellers are wanting prices that may not necessarily be achievable, and buyers that just want to take someone out of the knees because they're looking for a good deal. Obviously, for any negotiation, everybody needs to feel like they're giving and taking. I think that's the best way to kind of put real estate, the feeling as if everybody wins, because unless someone is super motivated and has to sell, it's going to be very difficult for buyers to get the kind of deals that they think are out there. One thing I do want to highlight, which I think is huge news for the entire city, is that the Senators have finally reached a land deal with the NCC to purchase about 11 acres of land in LeBreton Flats. Why is it a big deal? Well, I think for anyone following this over the last decade, it's always been talk and hype, and it finally seems like we're one step closer to putting a shovel in the ground. It's not only going to be the future home of the Ottawa Senators, it's also going to be bars, restaurants, I'm assuming a couple of condo buildings based on the renderings that I've seen. I think it's really going to be a great plan to revitalize a really underdeveloped and prime piece of real estate in the core of Ottawa. We're going to bring business and people back in. Sorry to those in Canada. Yes, we get it. It sucks. I fully get that. But hey, if you're in Orleans or you're in Gatineau, it's time to reap the benefits of having the Senators close by. It isn't just about the people in Canada, right? At least you still have Costco out there. So although the shovel technically isn't in the ground yet, this is a positive step forward. For anyone watching the real estate market in those areas, reach out. I'm talking about Chinatown, I'm talking about Hintonburg, I'm talking about anything within a reasonable walking distance to that new location. I think you'll see a boost. We're probably talking 6 to 10 years from now, but hey, it's worth a conversation now, right? So guys, just to wrap it up, like I said, it's summer 2025. There's nothing crazy going on. There's nothing crazy to report to you. It's steady as she goes. We're seeing big news with the Ottawa Senators. That's the highlight of the month. If you have any questions, reach out. There are opportunities always for buyers and sellers on either side of the fence, and one of the team members here will be happy to chat with you about it. So I will see you next month. Go Sens, stay cool, and chat soon.